Hey guys, it's Ken Scott. Getting back to you, USEntryWaiverServices.com. Uh, Something I did not touch upon yesterday. I just want to cover briefly here. So anyway, what I'm looking at is, you remember yesterday we discussed pardons. So what I'm going to do is go back. Let me find it here. Go back to that page. There's two areas I want to touch on a bit more. So if you remember yesterday, you go to the section here, applying for a record suspension, and as you already know, the links were in the description from yesterday's video, so that's fine. So we click on it, and we go down, click there. Okay, we talked about this one yesterday, but I want to go back to this one again. The local police record check. And we go down. Let's download the form again. You remember yesterday I was telling you that this particular form that goes to the station, the um the local police have to well essentially sign off on this. I mean, you can complete it yourself, but they sign off on it. Yada yada. Yesterday, one of the things that hurts people with these pardons is for this local police record check. It's exactly what it says. It's a local police check for activities that you may have engaged in within the 5 year window or so, or whatever they decide to designate on the paper here and in this section. Now, these are not convictions. Party and the police had to come out, or if you were driving down the street and swerving, they thought you were drunk and you refused to blow, and you were not convicted, but since you refused to blow, that's documented. Or like another one of our clients who was wearing some material that the pardon board did not appear to fancy. So anyway, the point is, in this section here, they list offense description, sentence, place of sentence, arresting police agency, and this is just for marijuana or cannabis. But yeah, conviction other than simple possession of cannabis. So the point is, on this form, actually, let me go down some more. I won't go down, but anyway, it's this section here. So anyway, the bottom line is, on this form, they're going to put info on here where you were not necessarily convicted of, but maybe charged with, or maybe just a police incident. The pardon board looks at that as well. And if the pardon board feels you are not of good conduct, there's a good chance they're going to deny your pardon. Now, the discount waiver companies won't tell you this stuff. What'll happen is you'll get a request for information back asking you, say, for example, in 2018, you were seen walking down the street holding a bottle of malt liquor, and the police stopped you and wanted to question you as to where you were going and why. You told them to fly a kite. You smashed the bottle in the air or on the ground and walked away. Anything involving the police where you're not convicted. So that stuff gets documented if you're pardoned. And for the pardon, what one thing they do, they look at that, and it's under the good conduct clause. So let me find that here. So before I get down to page, you're gonna want page 164, I believe. Let's see. That's 164. Yeah, the decision making criteria. But before I get there, I'm gonna show you what this is. This is the decision making policy manual for board members from the you see it at the top there, from the Parole Board of Canada. So amongst other things, for these purposes, this manual is the criteria they use to decide if you're going to be approved for your pardon or not. So we're not talking about convictions. We're talking about other activity that you have engaged in as alleged. But the pardon board still does not like that. And the discount waiver companies, they purposely won't tell you this because, like I said, pardons are a big cash cow for them. So they're not going to tell you any of this stuff. But I'm telling you. So if you know that you dealt with 5-0 over the past 5, 10 years, it's something that's not a conviction, or if they know you on a first name basis, you might have trouble getting a pardon. Just FYI. All right, so again, we're going back to page 164. Let me speed up a bit here. Okay, 146. Okay. I want you guys to see this in the manual. I think I went too far. No, here we go. Decision-making criteria and process. For pardon and record suspension applications under all legislative schemes, board members will assess whether the applicant has been of good conduct. Then remember that. They want to know if you were of good conduct. If you were, you don't have to worry about this. But if 5-0 knows you on a first name basis, you might have some issues. Here we go. Good conduct is considered behavior that is consistent and demonstrates law-abiding lifestyle. In assessing conduct, the board is not subject to the same means that they don't have to be as stringent as a criminal court. It's great for them, but bad for you. The presumption of innocence and the relating rights are not applicable in the context of a pardon or record suspension application. And here we go. The type of information and documentation that may be considered includes, and you can read this when you look at your copy, information from the police about a non-law abiding behavior that did not result in a charge, just like I told you guys. Information about an incident that resulted in a charge that was subsequently withdrawn, stayed, or dismissed, or resulted in a peace bond or acquittal. Let me just go down some more. You guys can read through all this yourself. I'm not going to bore you with this. But I also want you to see the section for measurable benefit. When assessing measurable benefit of a pardon or record suspension, the board members may consider whether the pardon or record suspension will assist the applicant in obtaining employment, which is what I told you guys, obtaining a residence / improving your living conditions. Okay, fair enough. Obtaining an education, removing the stigma / changing others' perception, social and or personal improvement, and obtaining financial stability. So I will go on record as to say a pardon might be good for one of these 6 items, and also if you want to coach like softball or whatever. But honestly, if none of these apply to you, and you don't want to coach, you don't need a pardon. It's a waste of money. But I can see, for a job, a place to live, education, if you care about the stigma the community thinks, or if you want to tell the community to sit on the middle finger and spin, um, personal improvement. I mean, I don't kind of see how, unless your mind is cleared of the fact that you no longer have a criminal record. It's sealed. I guess that. And financial stability, and that just depends on you. So, but anyway, so the point is, those are some other factors involved with a pardon that the discount waiver companies will not tell you because they want these cases to keep coming in as their cash cows. But regarding your pardon, if you have a complex one, or you know that 5-0 knows you on a first name basis, you likely should contact us and let's discuss this case even before you apply, and we'll give you our opinion of success. The thing is, the gentleman in the room who claims we do not do pardons will not like this and will dispute everything I'm telling you because he does not want me to put this info up for you guys. Uh, because you guys deserve to save your money. If you're a house worker from Winnipeg and you stole a car at 19, now you're 60, and you have no police contact, you can probably do your own pardon yourself. But if you're Al Capone and you got a long list of criminality, let's say, you likely need to call us for your pardon. So just to let you guys know. So anyway, so Check out the video, like this, like us, subscribe, pass it on to your friends. Think usentryWaiverServices.com, 1-888-908-3841 or 604-332-9213. And today we're going to have an episode, actually, not this one, but another episode where we're going to interview one of our clients who went down the border to California during the pandemic, and he went through YVR with his waiver, and we're going to ask him how was that experience. And something unique happened with him. He verified our authenticity a certain kind of way, and it's kind of funny and surprising how it turned out. So anyway, he's one of our best clients now, and everything all is well. So anyway, so again, it's Ken Scott, usentryWaiverServices.com, 888-908-3841 or 604-332-9213. So Ken Scott signing off, and like I always tell you guys, live long and prosper.